Okay. My question is, I sell real estate in Canada, Toronto, Canada, and I really want my business to take off, like to really go into the stratosphere.
Why?
Because I want it. Because I think, I know you're going to say, because you think that'll make you happy, but it would make me feel happy. I appreciate helping people to get what they want and to prosper. I really get a kick out of looking back and seeing the value has doubled and things like that. And so
So once you've identified what you want and why, and you just did, then if you can find feelings of that are happening now, there'll be no separation between the desire that you are calling future tense and the vibration that is present tense. And then law of attraction will help you to close that gap quickly. Did you hear that? In other words, it's really a productive process. Identify what you want and state it clearly. And then identify why you want it and stay there in the why of it long enough that you feel what prosperity feels like, that you feel what upliftment feels like. And you did exactly the right way. You said, it's so satisfying to me to help someone into a new property and then to notice the expansion of their prosperity because of the property that they co-created with me about. In other words, that's so satisfying to not only be part of my own prosperity, but someone else's. So you found the feeling place of that. Now, look at where you currently are and find things like that and highlight them, and then that closes the gap from the future that you were identifying and the present that you are currently offering. Can you do that?
I think I can, yeah. Now you want me, like, okay.
I like what I do.
I like what I do.
I'm having a good time. This is a good market.
Okay, there's just one thing.
Yeah?
And so when I totally believe that, and I'm trying to follow that.
Yeah?
But every now and then,
Yeah?
I'll be working with somebody, and everything's going great, and I feel good about it.
Yeah.
And then, boom, like something happens.
Yeah, things are working out for them in a way that you can't define.
Things are working out for them in a way, yes, and it goes from me. It goes away from me.
That's all right. You said you wanted to help them.
But not in that way. I don't want to, I mean, I want to help them, but I also want to, help myself. Like,
But if their winning feels like you're losing, then there's something vibrationally off in that. Because when we ask you what you want and why, that was a big component of what you want. You are an uplifter. You want to be of value. You want to help others. And yes, prosperity is something that you want, and it will be yours. Let's say it a different way. If you could accept that things are always working out and not feel like something has gone wrong, but always say things are going right. Well, that went right in an interesting way, say to yourself. Well, that went right in a way that I didn't see coming, so that you make peace with the way that it went. Then you don't, every now and again, as you say, introduce that resistance into your vibration. And when you said every now and again, it isn't very often, but when it happens, you focus on it so profoundly that it's a much bigger piece of your vibration than you want it to be, or than it needs to be, or than is good for you for it to be.
Like, what I feel is that because everything, my feeling, everything should have happened. Like,
no injustice ever comes to you or anyone else. It's just a way of unfolding that is in greater benefit to all of you.
Okay.
It's always win-win, no matter how it looks temporarily. And if you can hold that until you really believe it, then you don't get freaked out when it looks like it's not going the way you want it to. You stay in the receptive mode no matter what, so that you are one who wins no matter what the economy is doing. You are one who wins no matter what the market is doing, because you don't let the condition control your receptive mode.
That's what I want. To get there, like, how is it that you I'm just trying to understand this. How does it?
So let's break it down into some practical terms. So let's say that you've been working on a deal for a while.
Yeah.
And you've put a fair amount of time and energy into it.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was going to unfold, and you were happy about that. Mm-hmm. And then it didn't unfold, and you didn't make the sale, and you didn't get the benefit that you wanted, and there it sits. So it's a condition that you were not able to control. But what is it that you are able to control?
My alignment.
Your response to the condition. Your response to the condition. And so rather than letting the condition dictate how you feel, what is it again that you're wanting? What's at the end of the path? Is it the end of the path? Is the path of least resistance leading to a sale? Or is the path of least resistance leading to alignment?
I'd like the path of least resistance to lead to a sale. But I would like that.
And therein lies your problem. You see, more honest words could never be spoken. But if you just keep reminding yourself that the path of least resistance is leading to alignment, we promise you that steady alignment will lead to more sales, more sales, more sales, more sales, more sales, more sales. Because that prosperity is in your vortex, and being of value to others is in your vortex. Yeah. So you can't let reality get you down and keep you from the real reality that you are in the process of creating.
Okay, I read a book, The Science of Getting Rich by Waddles, I think it was. And in it, he says that one of the hardest things to do for anyone is to take your mind off what is.
Yeah, it's so tangible. It's so visible. It's so in your face. There's so many translatable elements of it. We know. That's what trips you up. We say those exact words in different words.
Yeah.
We say, most of you are offering most of your vibration in response to what you're observing. Most of you are highly conditional in the creation of your vibration, and it serves you not well because it holds you to what is. You can't get to a different place if you're observing what is. And you see, you're not just looking for that sale. You're not just looking for another sale. You're looking for a whole different vibrational standard or set point, which will yield you so much more mastery.
Yeah. Like I'd like to buy, I was saying to my wife, I'd like to buy a place like this. Like at that level, you know, I'd love to be there. And so I guess that's in my vortex.
So why? Because that would confirm mastery.
If I can tell you why?
We're telling you why.
Okay.
That would confirm mastery.
Yeah.
But what we want you to do is accomplish mastery and then let the confirmation of the mastery come, not need the confirmation in order to accomplish the mastery. That's such a different thing, you see.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good. I'm not getting it all. Like, it's hard to listen up here, I find that. I can't focus enough to understand it.
Well, we are on the leading edge, and we are leading you to a new place. And you're not quite in the receptive mode. You're in the observational mode. You're in the getting it done mode. You're in the making it happen mode. But you're not quite on this subject in the receptive mode, because the condition is still more important to you than the emotion. You want the condition to morph in order to create the emotion.
So if I can say, when you said to me, why do you want to buy like something like this? If I could answer that, then that's going to lead me to...
Yes, tell us why.
Because it would be great knowing that I would love it. And because I could walk in here and...
And it would affirm what?
It would affirm...
My mastery of creation.
My mastery of creation, yeah. It would affirm my mastery of creation. Because actually I've come from very humble beginnings.
But you see, when you're trying to prove something, when you're trying to overcome those humble beginnings, by changing a condition, you activate the humble beginnings and you don't let it come.
So forget about the humble beginnings. No, that's right.
But when you reach for something that you can accomplish here and now, I like the feeling of creation. I like watching universal forces come into alignment for me. I've had deals that shouldn't have happened because of the way things were, and yet they lined up just for me. I've seen things that seemed miraculous in nature because my alignment was such that it carried it through. I have taken hold of pieces of desire. I've seen desire in the eyes of people, and I have loved feeling the desire of them, and I have matched their desire with my own, and in appreciation for their desire, I have found alignment, and we have gone into the stratosphere, and heaven and earth has moved in order to orchestrate circumstances and events for things that really should not have happened. That's mastery of vibration. I love the feeling
Yes, I love
of
that. I love
alignment. I love the feeling of things coming into alignment for me and the people that I'm co-creating with. I love evidence of my alignment, but more than evidence of alignment, I love alignment. I love evidence of alignment, but more than evidence of alignment, I love the feeling of alignment, because the feeling of alignment is evidence of alignment. The feeling of alignment is evidence of alignment. The feeling of alignment is evidence of alignment. And if I own alignment because I can control the feeling of alignment, then the other things just have to follow. And as you have opportunity to interact with those who are masterfully creating, who are owning properties like this and beyond, who are experiencing what you want to call big thought and big creation, if you had the opportunity to sit and visit with them, you would find in their behavior with you that they are not standing in amazement at the incredible good fortune of their experience. But of course, this is just how I roll. This is what I expect. This is what I do, you see. This is what I do. This is what I do. And we're just telling you how they do it. They do it through expectation. They do it through belief. They do it through absence of doubt.
Okay, thank you very much. That's very wonderful.
Because if someone inherits something that someone else created out of alignment, it does not stay in their experience very long unless they have found the alignment in order to support it. Nothing can be maintained without consistent regenerating or resourcing of the energy. Ooh, such a good conversation.
Okay, thank you.